You ever feel the ground shake with news that could flip the Chargers season? Today, Los Angeles is buzzing with electricity, and it's not just Justin Herbert's arm. We've got 4 bombshells that'll get your heart racing. A legendary return that seemed dead. A surprise pickup that could ignite the offense. A nod to our QB that's straight up mythic. And a backfield puzzle that's got everyone talking. Are we building a Super Bowl squad or tripping over our own feet? Grab a seat, smash that like button, and let's dive into the madness. Imagine SoFi Stadium erupting for a name that's pure Chargers DNA. Keenan Allen, the guy who carried our offense for over a decade, is closer to coming back than ever. But hold up, this story's got more twists than a Hollywood thriller. When we drafted Trey Harris and Keandre Lambert-Smith, fans thought, that's it? No room for Keenan. Why bring back a veteran with 2 shiny new rookies? Then Wednesday happened. The Steelers shipped George Pickens to the Cowboys, and the whole game changed. Dallas, once a rumored spot for Allen, is out of the race. Why's this a big deal? Allen's been clear. He's only playing in Chicago or LA. The Bears, done, after drafting Luther Burden and giving away his number. The Rams? Nope, they grabbed Davante Adams. Who's left? You got it, the Chargers. Fans are split. On X, some are like, if he was coming back, it'd already be done. Others dream of him mentoring our young receivers. Strategically, Allen's a game changer. At 33, he's still got glue-like hands and elite route running. Here's the catch: the price tag. GM Joe Hortiz won't shell out big bucks for a vet past his prime. But Allen's market is shrinking, and so is his cost. A cheap, one-year deal could be too good to pass up. Picture him with Ladd McConkey and Quentin Johnston, who, let's be real, has been a letdown. The risk is low. The reward? A lethal air attack. Will Hortiz pull the trigger? What do you think? Does Keenan still have gas in the tank? While we're freaking out over this, another bombshell's dropping. What if I told you a game breaker just landed in our lap? Gabe Davis, the dude who torched defenses in Buffalo, got cut by the Jaguars. Yup, the 26-year-old wideout, fresh off a 3-year, $39 million deal, is a free agent. In Jacksonville, he fizzled with just 20 catches in 10 games. But don't sleep on him in Buffalo. He averaged 16. 7 yards per catch. That's pure dynamite. Imagine him running routes for Herbert's laser throws. Why's this huge for the Chargers? Our receiving core needs a vet with pop. Trey Harris and Keandre Lambert-Smith are promising, but they're green. Ladd McConkey's holding it down, but Quentin Johnston, yeah, you know the deal. Davis isn't flaws. She's had drop issues and only cracked 800 yards once. But his big playability is what Herbert needs to stretch the field. Fans on X are hyped. He's the key to unlocking Herbert. Others aren't sold. Is he just another overhyped bust? Strategically, it's a low-risk move. Davis won't break the bank after flopping in Jacksonville, and a 1-year deal could let him prove himself. Jim Harbaugh and Joe Hortiz love smart bets, and Davis's speed and size could be the spark our passing game needs. Will they chase him, or is Keenan Allen's shadow looming too large? One thing's for sure, if Davis signs, SoFi's gonna light up with big plays. And while we're dreaming of deep balls, there's a guy on our roster leaving jaws on the floor. Ever stop to marvel at how insane Justin Herbert's arm is? Our QB is blowing the minds of NFL vets. Eli Apple, a corner who's faced legends like Eli Manning and Drew Brees, dropped a compliment that's got LA buzzing. He said he's never seen a cannon like Herbert's.com. The way the ball rockets out of his hand is unreal. I'm glued to him in practice because I gotta be faster to keep up. Coming from a guy in the league since 2016, that's massive. And it's not just Apple. Jim Harbaugh, who's coached studs like Andrew Luck and Colin Kaepernick, is obsessed. On the Rich Eisen show, he said he wakes up at 3 a.m. thinking, I gotta get Herbert to the Hall of Fame. That's not just coach talk. Harbaugh knows it'll take Super Bowls, and he's hell-bent on building a team to match our QB. In 2024, Herbert threw for 3,870 yards, 23 touchdowns, and just 3 picks, a career low. Another year in Harbaugh's system, and he's gonna soar. Fans are losing it. On X, some are shouting, Herbert's the best QB in the game, period. Others are already eyeing rings. Strategically, this cements Herbert as our cornerstone. It also means Hortiz needs to load up on weapons, whether it's Keenan, Gabe Davis, or a draft gem. With a QB this elite, Every move matters twice as much. If we surround him with talent, nobody's stopping us. The question is, will the front office go all in to make that dream real? And while we're hyped about our rocket arm, there's a backfield situation that's got everyone scratching their heads. SoFi's turf is about to quake, and it's not just the passing game. Jim Harbaugh, our ground and pound guru, is stacking a backfield that's turning head sand, raising questions. First, the Chargers stunned everyone by drafting North Carolina's Omarion Hampton, a bruising All-ACC running back, in the first round. Then they signed ex-Steeler Najee Harris to a one-year deal. And now, they slapped an unrestricted free agent tender on J.K. Dobbins, our 2024 rushing leader. Too much talent or a recipe for chaos? The debate's heating up. Bleacher Report's Christopher Knox thinks Harris could be the odd man out. Hampton's the future, and Dobbins might return. Harris has trade value, Knox wrote. With 1,000 yards every season, Harris is a workhorse, but his straightforward style isn't as electric as Hampton's or Dobbins. On X, fans are torn. Trade Harris? That's nuts. He's our rock. Others argue, Hampton and Dobbins are the way forward, let's roll with them. Strategically, it's a tough call. Harris, at $5, $25 million, is a steady hand, especially if Dobbinshew's injury doesn't sign or gets hurt. Hampton, as a rookie, might hit a wall, but keeping all three eats cap space and could limit moves for, say, Keenan Allen or Gabe Davis. Harbaugh loves rotating backs, but will he ditch a reliable vet for youth? If Harris gets traded, teams like the Cowboys might pounce. The big question, are we building an unstoppable run game or overcrowding the locker room? And while we're piecing this puzzle together, let's talk about what it all means for our future. What a day, Chargers faithful. Keenan Allen's on the verge of a homecoming that sets SoFi on fire. Gabe Davis could be the spark to supercharge Herbert's attack. Our QB, praised by legends, is destined for Canton. And the backfield? It's either a championship recipe or a messy gamble. Every headline screams one thing. The Chargers are hungry and ready to strike. What's your take? Is Keenan back? Does Harris stay? Can Herbert carry us to a ring? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe so you don't miss a single spark.